Hello everyone and welcome to Don's PC Guide. In this episode I'm going to show you a list of the top 10 Christmas ideas for a PC gamer for under $25. In the spirit of 2020, all of these items can be found on Amazon and I will provide these links in the description below so you can fill up that Christmas list and get all those Christmas presents before it's too late. Before we get to number one, I better disclose that this list is for Canada only. Okay, so for item number one, this is only $19. So $18.99. You get 16.4 feet of these LED strip lights, and they're actually Bluetooth controlled as well. So you get a remote, or you can just control it with your phone. You can sync this to whatever music you're playing on your phone, which is also a really neat feature that most strip lights don't have. And again, it's only $18.99, so you can't go wrong there. Let's move on to number two. Okay, so starting off with number two now, this is an RGB mouse pad. So this is one of those really large ones at 31.3 inches by 11.9 inches. So that'll cover your keyboard and your mouse. And who doesn't love RGB? I mean, at $19.99, it's a really cool thing to just get as either a stocking stuffer, or if you have one of those gifts that just has to be under $25, you're all set. That's the perfect gift right there. Okay, so for number three, we have this RGB mouse bungee. So if you don't know what this is, if you have a wired mouse, it kind of goes up to the top. The cord goes all the way up to the top of this right here, and it holds your mouse cord up in the air so it doesn't get tangled. And you don't have to kind of pull it from the back of the desk. It's kind of a cable management thing, but it also holds up your phone. It's RGB, and there's a plug so you can charge your phone right off of it. So it's a pretty cool one, and it's only $24.99. It's a really neat thing if the person that you're buying for already has everything, and you can just find that one extra thing that they don't have. Okay, coming in number four, we have these blue light blocking glasses. So these don't have any prescription in them. They're just for sitting there on your monitor. When you're playing too many video games, you kind of get that eye strain and headaches. It's actually really bad for your eyes to be staring at the monitor that long. So these glasses, they just have that slight coating that blocks the blue light and just basically saves your eyes. So if you know somebody who's constantly on their computer, which this entire list is for somebody like that, these would be a really nice idea just to keep the headaches away and keep gaming. Okay, so for number five, we have this headphone stand. Headphone stands are awesome just to keep your headphones sitting up and keeping them looking really nice and neat on that desk. Lots of people, they're into those really aesthetic desks, if they're like a streamer or something like that, and you can see your desk on the Twitch stream or something like that. This one actually charges your phone on top of that, so it's really neat, and it's only $17.59, so it's definitely a good buy. Okay, so for number six, we have a must-have for almost everybody. Almost everybody needs one of these. It's a 6-port USB 3.0 hub, so it's got the USB 3.0 speed. It does divide that speed across 6 different things, so it's not really for anything that you need like high speed. If you're plugging in like a USB SSD or something like that, portable SSD, that's probably not a great idea with this, but it's more for like that USB keyboard and mouse, your USB microphone, if you have a USB audio adapter for your headset, stuff like that. It really adds up, so these USB hubs are really useful. Okay, so for number seven, we have this HDMI to USB capture card. These are really cool. It's only $18.97, and it's not going to do 4K recording, but it'll do 1080p 30 FPS or like 720p 60 FPS. So that's pretty cool. And if you're getting started on streaming or something like that, that might be really useful. It's best to use a program like OBS with this, and it's really fun to play around with, especially for $18.97. It's crazy. Okay, so for number eight, we have these 4 RGB strips that plug directly into the motherboard of your desktop. So if you have one of those clear paneled computers, like if it's a custom computer, or if you just bought one of those pre-builts with a clear panel on the side so you can see inside of it, you can plug these into any RGB headers. So if you have 4 individual RGB headers, you can control these separately. Otherwise, you can just daisy chain them together, just connect them together, and they'll all function as one, and you can control it on the software on your computer. So it's really cool. Only $21.99 for 4 of them. Okay, so we have item number 9. These go over your RAM and they turn them into RGB RAM. All they do is they sit on top of the RAM with some thermal pads, so it helps a little bit with the thermals. And there's a little thing that plugs into the motherboard so you can control them individually via the software on your computer. So one thing to make sure of is that there's no heat sinks on your RAM. It's got to look like a bare PCB, just like this. And it's only $18.99 for 2 of them. If you're running quad channel, then just get 2 kits. Obviously, that'd be over $25 though. Okay, so for number 10, we have this RGB graphics card support. So what this does is it levels your graphics card inside of your case, and it provides some pretty cool RGB. Again, it's controllable through your motherboard as long as you have an RGB header. This one's really cool. If you've ever built a computer before, you'll realize that most graphics cards, they'll kind of sag when you put them in. If you move your PC case a lot, that can put a little bit of extra stress on that graphics card, and sometimes it can break it. It's not that common. This is more of a decorative thing, but it's also another cool thing to think of if you move your computer a lot. That's the end of our top 10 guide on gifts under $25 for PC gamers. I'm making a bunch more of these Christmas guides. It'll just be under my playlist in my channel named Christmas Gift Ideas. I hope you liked this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more. Have a great day, everybody.